We spend so much time optimizing our digital tools, our calendars, our to-do lists. But what about our most important tool, our own body? We often treat our bodies like they're just there to carry our brains from one meeting to the next. We sit for hours, staring at screens, and then wonder why we feel so drained, unfocused, and creatively blocked by 3 p.m. It's not a lack of caffeine, it's a lack of movement. Our bodies are designed to move. It's not a luxury, it's a biological necessity. When we stay static for too long, everything slows down. Blood flow to the brain decreases, our muscles get tight, our energy levels plummet, and even our mood takes a hit. Think about it. That feeling of stiffness in your neck and shoulders, the afternoon brain fog, that general sense of blah. It's your body sending you a very clear signal. Hey, I need to move. Many of us have this idea that productivity means being glued to our chair. We think that every minute we step away from our desk is a minute wasted. But the opposite is true. Strategic movement is one of the most powerful productivity tools we have. It's not about taking a long break to go to the gym, although that's great too. It's about integrating small, consistent moments of movement throughout your day. This idea isn't new, but it's often overlooked. Neuroscientist Andrew Huberman often talks about how forward movement, even just walking, generates optic flow. This visual input literally calms the parts of our brain associated with threat and anxiety. So, a short walk isn't just good for your body. It's a way to reset your mind, reduce stress, and come back to your work with a clearer head. Let's make this practical. How do we actually build this into a busy workday without feeling like we re-disrupting our flow? The key is to start small and make it almost effortless. The goal isn't to run a marathon on your lunch break, it's to break the cycle of prolonged sitting. A great starting point is the pomodoro technique, but with a twist. You work for 25 minutes, and then you take a 5-minute break. But instead of just scrolling on your phone during that break, you get up and move. Every single time. It doesn't have to be complicated. You could walk to the kitchen to get a glass of water. You could do a few simple stretches by your desk. You could step outside for a minute of fresh air. It's just 5 minutes, but if you do this 4 or 5 times in a morning, you've already added 20 to 25 minutes of light activity to your day without even thinking about it. Another simple strategy is to create movement triggers. For example, every time you finish a task, get up and stretch. Every time you take a phone call, stand up and pace around the room. I personally like to use my water bottle as a trigger. When I finish it, I have to get up and walk to the kitchen to refill it. This not only keeps me hydrated, but also forces me to get up from my chair regularly. It's a simple system that works on autopilot. Let's talk about the types of movement. It's not all about steps. Variety is important. Think about incorporating 3 kinds of micro-movements into your day. First, simple mobility. This could be neck rolls, shoulder shrugs, or wrist circles right at your desk. These combat the stiffness that comes from holding one posture for too long. Second, a bit of light cardio. This is where walking comes in. Pacing on a call, taking a quick walk around the block, or even just walking up and down a flight of stairs. This gets your heart rate up slightly and boosts blood flow. And third, dynamic stretching. Things like a standing quad stretch or reaching for your toes can release tension in your major muscle groups, especially your hips and hamstrings, which get incredibly tight from sitting. You don't need special equipment or a lot of space. The goal is just to counteract the negative effects of being stationary. Think of it as hitting the reset button on your body throughout the day. You wouldn't expect your computer to run smoothly for 8 hours without ever closing a program or clearing the cache. Your body needs those same little resets. Now, let's address a common concern. I'll lose my focus if I get up. It feels that way sometimes, doesn't it? You're deep in a state of flow, and the idea of stopping seems counterproductive. But here's the thing. That state of deep focus has a natural limit. Pushing past it often leads to diminishing returns and burnout. Taking a short, intentional movement break isn't breaking your focus. It's refueling it. When you return to your desk after just a few minutes of moving, you often find you have a fresh perspective. The answer to a problem you were stuck on might suddenly appear. You've given your brain the space and the physiological boost it needed to make new connections. Consider the cumulative effect of this. Let's say you manage just 5 minutes of movement every hour in an 8-hour workday. That's 40 minutes of activity. That's 40 minutes you weren't sitting. Over a week, that's over 3 hours. Over a year, it's a significant change in your overall health and well-being. It reduces your risk of the health problems associated with a sedentary lifestyle. It improves your mood. And it makes you more effective at your job. It's about shifting your mindset. Movement isn't the enemy of work. It's the partner of work. It's what sustains your energy and focus over the long haul. Instead of viewing your workday as long blocks of sitting, see it as a series of sprints with active recovery in between. This rhythm is far more sustainable and, ultimately, more productive. So, how can you start today? Right now? Pick one thing. Just one. Maybe you'll decide to stand up for every phone call you take this afternoon. Maybe you'll set a timer for 1 hour, and when it goes off, you'll get up and do 10 squats. Or maybe you'll just commit to walking around your office or home for 5 minutes after you finish your lunch. The smaller the habit, the easier it is to stick with. Once that one thing becomes automatic, you can add another. This isn't about a massive life overhaul. It's about making small, intelligent adjustments to how you work. It is about treating your body with the same care and attention you give to your projects and deadlines. Because when your body feels good, your mind works better. It's that simple. The energy, clarity, and creativity you're looking for might not be in another cup of coffee. It might just be a few steps away from your desk. Give your body what it's asking for, and you'll be amazed at what it gives you back in return. What's one tiny movement you can add to your workday starting today? This is Work Smart Studio. Follow for more calm, practical productivity tips, and drop your answer in the comments.